Hi everybody, good morning. I just wanted to show you where I am on my art piece. There's no name for it of what it actually is, so I just call it an art piece. But I was doing this on my live stream the other night, and where I was doing these wax melts, the wax seals, and I put a few of them on. Well, there's another one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Okay, but anyway, I put some of those on. Well, then I've been continuing putting things on. Here I put some beads that say believe. I finished sewing on the bird, and I sewed on the piece of mulberry bark that I painted and made it brown. And then I had these green glass beads of different shapes, and so I stitched those beads on. And then the beads are there to resemble leaves on the branch. Oh, I couched this purple rope on during the live stream, but then after that I put on this other real fuzzy yarn. I don't even know what it's called because when I got it, didn't have a label on it, so I'm not sure what it's. But I'll be sad when I'm out of it because it's really nice. I love how that feels and how that looks. Let's see. I've added. Oh, I started making a. Oh, where did I put it? Well, I didn't start making it. I made a snippet roll. Where did I put that? Doggone it. I am just so out of touch with myself. Well, I made a snippet roll on the sewing machine. And I found that snippet rolls mostly are made by hand stitching. I'm just kind of looking around here to see where I threw it. I throw everything. Jimmy Christmas. And anyway, okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. Wait, I think I put it in the skill box. Let's see. Yeah, this is where I put it. I made this snippet roll. Actually, this was one whole snippet, but then I wanted a part in the middle. But this snippet roll I made using a 2.5-inch piece of fabric, and it was long, and so I just started putting all different kinds of small pieces of fabric and some crocheted pieces, some lacy pieces. I just started putting them all on this here snippet roll, and because now I'm calling this new style spirit stitching, which the spirit stitching includes whatever kind of stitching you want to do. If you want to do embroidery, if you want to do the sewing machine, mix it all together. Mix it all together, and that's what this is spirit stitching. Well, then this piece right here, this piece I put up there on that corner was just a piece out of the middle. I looked at the whole snippet roll and I said, well, I want some purple in it. So I looked, and like here's a piece of purple like that, and so I just snipped here and here, you know, so I could get just a small little piece of that snippet. But and so that's what this is called, is just a snippet roll, but it's just made with fabrics, and it's made to really snip into small pieces that I can add to my my spirit stitched projects. So, but that's what I put right here. Then, let me see, I'm not sure if I had that on, this on whenever, I think I did already have this on when I did the live stream, which this is a beginning of a Dorset button. the beginning of one. And so I just got the ring covered, which I got these kind of rings, Cabone rings, and when I ordered them from Amazon, I got like all these packages come in a kit, and they're all different sizes. So they weren't that much for all these rings. And so I should put them on my favorite things too, just in case anybody's interested. But I want to show you, I'm going to take this size right here, and I'm going to take one of these, because then I went, you know, after I did that one, then I thought, well, I wonder, I may put this one, just put the ring right on the fabric and stitched around it. And I almost like this looks better. This one to me almost looks better. This one here is another one. Let's see, 1, 2, and oh, and then here I put one right down here. But another thing I learned is that, you know, I've told you before, I'm watching Ariane Zurcher and learning a lot of things from her. But then I'm coming up with different things, shortcuts. Well, that's where I learned about these rings too. And I don't remember, I think it was $13 for all. I'm not sure exactly, I'll have to see again. But that's a lot of rings. Okay, and they're just a nice smooth plastic ring that you can make if you're going to make your Dorset buttons. But now this is like a Dorset button cheat. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you. And another thing, this is sock yarn. This is just sock yarn. It is so soft, but it's you know, a fine yarn. And so this is what I used, sock yarn. And I mean, you can buy a whole skein of sock yarn and get a jillion miles of it way cheaper than you can buy a skein of that fancy kind of embroidery floss or whatever it is that my dear friend Ariane Zurcher uses. So I am using this, and see how it goes from the blues into the greens, and then there's some pinks, all this color in this particular one. Well, I've got about 20 spools of 20 skeins, maybe even more, of sock yarn. And this, I got a lot of donations for making hats for the homeless. Well, I really don't use the sock yarn for the hats. And so I'm finding other things to use the sock yarn for. And this is one thing. So I take this needle, it's got a bigger eye in it, but it's sharp. It's not a I don't know what kind of it is, but it's not a blunt. And some with the eye, big eye, they're like for yarn. And I still haven't lost. I am so excited that I haven't lost my needle threader, because I always lose them. But I've been putting it away in the same place in my little pocket that I got from Miss Vicky Beetle. Vicky Chick sent me that beautiful, this little pouch she sent me. And ever since I've had this, I've had needles in there, and I put my, oh, well, I don't have my thing of threads. I usually have that in there. But I always put my needle threader in there, and it sits right over here. So I always know where it is. Okay, and so what I've done, I want to show you. I just put a knot in the end of that. And now where did I say where I wanted to put this? Let's see, I got one here, one here, one here, one here. This one doesn't match these others though. And these others all come from the same skein of yarn. But now this one here, I think I'll put this one right here. And so I just get my first stitch up from the bottom. It is kind of a big needle, but I like this needle. And I don't know what kind of needle it is. I'm not a needle expert. Okay, and so I just start stitching this on. I just start stitching it on. I come up, go around the little thing. Where'd this button come from? Oh, it come untied from right there. I'll have to put that back on. I'll just have to put that right back on there. Yeah, I've put a lot of buttons. Vintage buttons I've put on. The beads. I've put wooden beads over here. Yes, I've done a lot more since I made the video, the live stream. I've been working on it. And maybe this isn't really the needle I used before. This is a big needle. Getting it through that fabric's a little bit tough. Okay, and so, you know, I think if I tack it on two places, that it's going to be easy. You know what? I think I'm going to change needles. This one really is a little big. Well, maybe it's okay. Oh, you know what I really wanted to do, and I just now remembered I wanted to do that, is I wanted to double the yarn. And it goes quicker doubling the yarn, but I didn't do that, so. Okay, and I just keep going all around. I guess you could call that a whip stitch, and you just keep going around and around and around you go. Where it stops, nobody knows. You just keep going around. I'm going to pull that down. Okay. So I have both threads. I'm going to cut that off of there. Just to make that. Okay, now it's going. And because, you know, like I say, I watch Ariane. That's where I'm learning so much. Wait a minute, that didn't do what I wanted it to do either. I'm gonna, just to fix this, I'm gonna put a knot here on this end because I want it to stitch faster by using 2 strands of yarn. Okay, so it'll go faster around. I want everything to go speedy. But I've learned so much from Ariane Zurchers, you know, she's professional. She's very professional in her art. And so I love watching her, but then so many of the things that she shows, I kind of make a shortcut or change it up just a little bit to make it a little bit easier, or do my own style, I guess, you know. And this is one of the things. And I haven't done it yet, but on a Dorset button, normally you would make like spokes in the center of it. Well, I think you could make those spokes even doing it this way and right on the fabric. You could do spokes and do different kind of decorations. Not as much as what you could do on a, if you're doing it just on the button itself. I'm going to really play with some of these bigger ones. This is really big. And I think if I play with one of these bigger ones to kind of learn it, it'll be easier on the big one. This is a 2-inch. And because I do want to do one off the fabric, you know, the real way. And so, but I look forward to learning how to do the Dorset buttons because they are just so beautiful. And, you know, I think maybe once I get this part done, putting this little ring on, I think I might be near about finished with this. But then what I want to do is I want to take a piece of some kind of fabric, which I'll probably look in my stash of upholstery fabrics and find a fabric that is, find a piece that is just a bit bigger than this one, and maybe like a darker, but something that will go along with the color. Well, it's got all the colors in there, but I think I want, and so it'll be more like it's framed. I think that's what I want to do with this one after so, because I think this will, well, no, I'm going to put a sequin up here for his eye. I keep thinking that, and then I don't put it in there. I need to put it in there. And so that's what I think I want to do. I want to put a sequin in there for his eye, but I want to put somehow that this will be framed, and not in a frame, but just in, you know what I could probably do? I just thought of this too, is if I get a square of cardboard that's just larger than this, maybe 3/4 of an inch or an inch on each side, and cover that with the fabric. You know what, that is what I think I'm going to do. This is what's fun about something like this, is you can just, you know, plan as you go and let your spirit guide you, you know. And so that's what I think I will do with this. I think really that's what I'm going to do. So when I'm done with this ring, I just love doing this. Oh my goodness. You know what I was doing earlier? I was working on this and I was watching dumpster divers. And Steve and Steph, I love to watch them dive in them dumpsters. And they were finding clothes that people had thrown away. You know, these big corporate stores. There was like one jacket, and the price tag was still on it, was $200 and something. But for some reason they threw it away. But before they threw it away, they slash it so that nobody can use it. And she says, oh, it's slashed. It's just completely ruined. I don't think I can use this. I think she did wind up taking it after all. But I thought, wow, that's a nice jacket. You could take it and do some spirit stitching on all the damaged parts and really make an artful jacket out of that. Or you could, it had like awesome buttons on it. Oh, no, it was a different one that had the buttons. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, them buttons, take it. Take that. You know, I'm yelling at the computer, the YouTube. Take that one. Don't leave that there. It's got gorgeous buttons on it. If I could hoist myself up on them dumpsters, man, I'd go dumpster diving, but I don't believe I could hoist myself up on them dumpsters. But they find some really awesome stuff. And it's like playing cat and mouse, because they're always watching, making sure nobody catches them. But they've been doing it for years. Steve and Steph, dumpster divers. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And so I was watching them and thinking, oh, look at all that fabric. Oh my gosh, look at that fabric of the clothes, you know. And so much can be recycled, you know. So much that gets thrown in the dumpsters and in the landfills and stuff that can be recycled into art. And so I don't think there's anything that you couldn't make an art project out of. I mean, not just fabric either, you know, because even they had found a dish drainer, and I thought, wow, you know, you could probably even make something out of that dish drainer. I don't know what, but hey, if you look at it long enough, something will come to you. Make some kind of a wall hanging out of a dish drainer. Get so much stuff on it, you wouldn't even know it was a dish drainer. But, you know, if you had made something and had kitchen-y stuff on it and whatever, hang it in your kitchen. Wouldn't that be a neat kitchen decoration? Dish drainer. But, boy, yeah, you can recycle near about anything in the world. Well, we've seen, you know, how people, especially people that can weld, You can take parts of things, parts of bicycles, parts of car parts, parts of engines, parts of everything, and weld them together and make the most awesome art pieces. I don't know anything that you could ever find that you couldn't make an art piece. Like this here roll of tape. That tape's almost empty, and then it's got a heavy cardboard roll. I know one lady that makes bracelets. She covers them completely up and makes the most beautiful bangle bracelets out of those spools. There is just nothing in this world that you can't recycle into something gorgeous. Gorgeous, you know? So that's what we do. And you know, it almost feels like you almost feel like you're legally cheating the system, because you're not going and buying all this expensive product, you know, a very expensive product. And it is expensive to buy what you need to make a lot of these things. I mean, this here is a fabric sample. This is a upholstery sample that come out of a sample book. And but I have made I would say myself, it's a beautiful piece of art. So, but I just kind of wanted to show you that one little idea there. Well, the two little ideas is the, now see, there I have that one on there. And I love circles. I just love circles anyway. And so there, that one's right on there. And it's so soft because I use that sock yarn. And it's so soft and it's so pretty. This one here is not as soft. This one here I did, well, this one here I did how you start the Dorset button, and I used embroidery floss. No, I used friendship floss on that one. But I like these ones with the yarn better. I really like these ones with the yarn. They're so soft. I think they're beautiful. I think I might have enough on here, and I love the word believe right in here. And this was just a little tiny piece of some kind of burlap or something. I just stuck that on there. Just anything. You could just put anything on there. Here, this button, I put this button on there, but I sewed it on with ribbon. With the ribbon. Actually, the ribbon is this. You can put this, what is it? It's Katia Ola. Made in Spain. Oh. 38% viscosa. Oh, rayon. And 38% cotton and 24% nylon. Okay, that's what that is. And I guess you can crochet and knit with it, but it's like a real soft ribbon. But you buy it in a spool like this in the yarn department, I reckon. I didn't buy it at the store. I did buy this, though. I bought this at a yard sale where this lady had gobs of spools of things a few years ago, and I just bought almost everything she had because she was selling it for like 50 cents a skein. I don't remember exactly. I think it was, though. And I said, oh, yeah, I got that. And so, but this sews real easily. And that is what I used to sew that button on. So I stitched that button on, just putting that, and it just sews right on there like it's thread. Now, if you have some fabric that's a real tight weave, it'd be a little harder. Okay, so anyway, see here, I want to put, let me see, I got to get in my eye. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, I can still hang out for a minute. Yeah, my curfew hasn't come yet. What do I want? He's purple, but oh, how about a light lavender eye? Would that pretty eye? Oh gosh, no, I think it needs to be more flamboyant than that. No, that one's not good. Maybe this pink eye. Maybe, no, he doesn't want a pink eye. Let me see if, no, he doesn't want a pink eye. Let me get that, oh, let me get this purple one. See, I just always go to purple. Now, that one's too dark purple. Let me get back to this first one. Oh, do we want to, no, let's go to this purple. This lavender, okay. And then, I'm going to get a, oh, where's that box of beads? That box of beads, Elizabeth. Oh, good grief. I get so aggravated with myself sometimes because I don't know where I put stuff. But I just had to, well, if that isn't just hunky-dory, well, heck with it. I'm going to just go with let's see what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a piece of this here, since I don't know where I put my beads, and I have them here all the time. And I'm going to just put, no, I don't want that green. Get that green out of here. I want this, I need to get my threader. And we'll put this piece of thread in this needle. I just stick with that purple, I swear. My hair's purple. I must have had my hair purple now for 6 or 7 years. I just keep it purple. Okay, I'm gonna, I just keep purpleizing it. I hear footsteps. It's my honey.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby, what you doing?
I'm fixing to wobble out to the street and back.
You're gonna wobble to the street and back? Okay. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fall.
Okay. I love you, darling.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sweetie.
Love you, girl.
I love you too, darling. Okay, so I'm going to put that needle up through right here for his eye. Don't worry, I gave him some Novocaine first so he wouldn't feel it. And then I'll put that through that sequin. And then I'm going to make just a French knot and pull that through. There we go. And then there you go. That's his eye. So he has an eye now. He can see. So I will call this one done, except for what I'm going to do to make it be framed. I could just put it in one of my books, my couch pillow books, but I don't think they're this wide. So I think I'm going to frame it, or, you know, frame it, not put it in a frame, but I don't know. When I look at it on the screen, it doesn't look as pretty as it looks in real life. Because I think it is really awesome in real life. But I want to play more like with this, I might even do it a little bit on this. I might put a little color on this mulberry bark. I got it on 2 places here that I put the mulberry bark, and I love how that looks. And I might just put a little ink on there just to get it so it's not stark white. I think I want to get just like maybe get some of my like photo, what do you call that, vintage photo, and just spread, just kind of brush it on there a little bit and see if I can get some color on there. But there is so much on here, so many things, so many things. I got one French knot there that's got to come off, and that's one's got to come off because it makes his eye look funky. Do not need a funky eye, so I'm taking that one off. There we go. Now his eye doesn't look funky anymore, because it looks like, you know, the night before was a little rough. Okay, but anyway, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. This, the little rings, how you can just take them plastic rings, and then I wanted to show you my, you know, your snippet roll. And like I say, this one is all done on a sewing machine, but you could just cut a little piece off You can just go in the middle and cut a piece out of the middle. I mean, you just, wherever, just to have a little piece, or you can put a whole edge on, or anything. So I'm going to be working on another one, but for now, this, I believe, is finished. And this button came off of somewhere. Where did I have that? I think I had it right there. There's a loose piece of thread there, so that might have been where that lived at one time. But that's a real vintage button. It's like that albacore tuna. It's not, oh, abalone. That's what it is, I think. But anyway, that's pretty. That's just what I want to show you that. I just wanted to show you that. And I might come on and show you something again later on because I'm in a real mood today for just doing stuff. I'm going to read you something, though. What will this open up to? Right there. Lead us safely home. My grand cathedral, it says. I have a grand cathedral for myself and God alone. It has no stained glass windows, nor gold, nor polished stone, no incense sweet, nor candles, no carpet for my knees, just fragrant grass beneath my feet, and the beauty of tall trees. Oh, I could turn this here. Somebody says, I gotta see you. Somebody said that to me once. Look, I got my new glasses. I can really see out of them and everything. Oh, when I put this up, though, then you see all my mess. Oh, well, that's okay. And the beauty of tall trees, eloquently this quiet world tells of the Father's love in silence. All the stars. I got to start it over because I stopped in the middle and then I lose the rhythm of it. And so I got to start it over again. Yes, I redid my purple too, so it's well, anyway. My grand cathedral. I have a grand cathedral for myself and God alone. It has no stained glass windows, nor gold, nor polished stone, no incense sweet, nor candles, no carpet for my knees, just fragrant grass beneath my feet, and the beauty of tall trees. Eloquently this quiet world tells of the Father's love. In silence all the stars speak out from the darkened sky above. Then gracefully they fade away, replaced with rosy light, as emanating sunbeams whisk away the night. How lovely is my Father's world when morning breaks the skies, and from my grand cathedral my morning prayers arise. And that was written by Gail Faniff. And this is so true. You don't have to be in a grand cathedral with all them stained glass windows and all them carpets to kneel on. You just go out in the nature, and there is the grand cathedral. And it says in Isaiah 40:28, do you know, have you heard, the Lord is everlasting God, the creator of ends of the earth. Let me read that again. Do you know, have you heard, the Lord is everlasting God, the creator of ends of the earth. Isaiah 40:28. So that's our reading for today, and I like that a lot. And you know, I really feel like I live right in the grand cathedral, because when like this morning, I sat out on that back porch just to listen to the rain. I was up about 3 o'clock. It was just a raining, and so I went out, sat with my little doggies, and we sat out there and just listened to the rain, and just sat out there. It was so cozy, and that's where I was, in the Grand Cathedral. And we sat out there till the sun came up and watched the sun come up through the trees. And it was just beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, life is beautiful, y'all. This is beautiful. I'm going to be working on another one, too. I'm just kind of addicted to this spot. This here spot and this mess around me. Yes. Are you back?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I do like it when you come back home.
It's kind of dreary out there.
Yeah, it might still rain. Let's see what it says down here. Oh, it says it's 68 degrees and cloudly. Cloudly. Yeah, it's cloudly.
Cloudly,
Yeah.
It's mist and rain.
Is it mist and rain? We might have that kind of a day today, which is good. I like them kind of days. Okay, so that's it. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and bring you back safely and soundly and happily and smiling and healthy and safe. All of those to the next video. Well, I may make another video today. You just never know. You never know. I might show you what I start on my next one. I love this. Or maybe I'll show you when I figure out how I want to frame this. Okay, God bless you all. God bless you all. Did I already say about that walking? God will watch over you every step you take and every move you make. I don't know if I remembered to say that. Okay, God bless you all.